It's moving to me to realize that I'm living in a way, that my family is provided for in a way that's similar to how Jesus was provided for in his ministry on this earth. And that's not something I appreciated until I lived in a situation like this, where different Jesus followers are partnered together, where the church actually has to come around and fund something the world is not going to underwrite the costs for. Growing up, I fell in love with art. When I was in junior high, music kind of took over, and I became obsessed with playing as many instruments as I could find, listening to music from all over, and just anything unusual that would stretch my brain, I would just devour. Over the years that we've been with OM, God's given us the opportunity to work in about 30 different countries, including places like Central Asia and the Middle East, where we mobilize and mentor artists to places where Jesus isn't known. One of our core ministries has to do with helping them create their unique, culturally specific, biblically appropriate forms of worship and turn it into the songs of worship that they share in each week, so that the body of Christ really is represented in the way that we see in Revelation, when every nation, every tribe, every tongue is gathered around and they're presenting their own cultures before the throne. Sometimes, frankly, the way God's provided for us is a bit of a mystery. And one of the areas that God has had to grow me is being open to Him working however He's going to work. One of the ways that God's provided for us is through the partnership of friends, of family members, of church fellowship, of other believers that we'd never even met before. One of our longtime supporters has told us a few times about the impact that them being partnered with us financially has had on their lives. And just them being partnered with us and being able to watch how God's provided for our needs over and over again through the gifts of others, through God working sometimes in supernatural ways seemingly, has really bolstered their faith and has really made that truth come alive to them as well, that God really is the one who provides. He's the one that all good things come from. He is the source of any provision that's needed. And I don't think I'd trade that lesson for the world.